Hey, Rich. Car bombs and beer bombs.
Hello, welcome to episode 3 of Car Bombs and Beer Bongs. I am welcomed here with my beautiful and lovely girlfriend, Nikki.
Hello.
And we are back. What are we talking about today, Nicole?
We are talking about the NBA protests.
Jacob Blake shooting.
That's second on my list.
Oh, that's second? I thought the NBA protest was...
Okay, so the Jacob Blake shooting, NBA protests, Love Island, Australia, back on campus, how the Greek life is being vilified, and college is going online.
All right, yeah. So we go to the University of Kansas City. You clearly can tell by the Jayhawk above me. And we have had a little bit of experience. I lived here for the past summer, and this is our second year here. But it's interesting because we're one of the handful of universities that, not the handful, but there's a good majority that went back into person. So it's really interesting to see how these turn events of everything that's going. So I think it'll be interesting to share with y'all, don't you think, Nikki?
I agree.
So basically how I want to start this off is I didn't know who Jacob Blake was or anything about this until a few hours before the NBA playoffs decided to start protesting it. So interesting enough, for the people who are listening and don't know who he is or already do know, you're going to get like a rundown again because I'm going to give an explanation for the people who don't know. So Jacob Blake was this 29-year-old from Kenosha, Wisconsin. Kenosha is the place where that 70s show takes place. So little tidbit right there. But either way, basically he attended a high school in Evanston, and he had moved to Kenosha for a fresh start. I'm really trying to like blaze through this article, and it's like really not giving it. But either way, he was trying to break up a fight between two women, and across the street they heard two women arguing, and they didn't know if he started the altercation. And while filming the incident, Blake walked away toward the driver's side of his car, opened the door, and he didn't have a weapon. And then the police seen closely following Blake, shooting him 7 times in the back as he leans into the car. So basically, he was in an altercation where he broke up a fight between two women, or was attempting to break up a fight between two women, and he went to the car, and two responding officers were watching him or closely following him. And as he went into the car and leaned in, it seemed like, I guess it could be seen, I haven't seen the video, as him grabbing something. They shot him 7 times. Another terrible shooting of a black man. Because honestly, if it was a white guy, he wouldn't have been shot just going into his car. He wouldn't have been questioned.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen like a lot of videos on Twitter of like these like white dudes like running at cops, and like the cops like have their guns like pointed at them, but like they don't get shot. So like, I don't know. I find it.
There is a double standard, and like that needs to be fixed. That sits there, and it's not just in police force. It's in everyday life, especially like coming from like an area in Baltimore where you see it. And like in an everyday basis, but Jimmy, it's not saying that like everyone's perfect. It's like crime area. It's all education reform we need, because it starts from the ground up. It's the area cultivating bad people, no matter if you're black or white.
Yeah.
And it's also bad cops are being created because there's other bad cops in the area. Right now, Nikki and I have been watching The Wire, and there was this quote where Lieutenant, what's his name? The main lieutenant from John Wick, and he's in.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember.
Lance Reddick's the actor.
I know his first name in it.
What is it?
Cedric.
Cedric, yeah. So Cedric, it's Lance Reddick's the actor. Either way, so he's one of the lieutenants for one of the main characters in the show, and he says, "I worked in a department where cops, there was real shit lieutenants, real shit sergeants." And next thing you know, you had really shitty policemen trying to make it the job, trying to figure out the jobs for themselves. And that's how it is. If there's a shitty lieutenant, a shitty sergeant, running around and putting in bad like influences into people's minds and stuff, then you're gonna start getting real shit patrolmen, real shit detectives, because they're not gonna give a fuck
For sure.
and be doing shit like shortcuts, not giving a fuck, and treating people like shit. And stuff like this happened, like Derek Shavov and Jacob Blake. Like just Derek Shavov's, Greg Floyd, but Derek Shavov, obviously the officer who murdered him in cold blood, essentially. Will that be cold blood? Is that correct use of cold blood?
I don't know. I think so. Maybe.
You can sit back, Nikki, if you want.
It's uncomfortable to sit back.
Really, you don't like that chair?
No.
Not a fan of the chair, guys. Wow, you want to switch spots? Is that what you're telling me? Are you telling me you want to switch spots with me right now?
No.
That's a comfy chair.
It's just like
I've had that chair for my whole goddamn life.
This like doesn't reach all the way.
This does not reach all the way. Go. Pull. Pull now, bitch. Yeah, I fixed that. All right. So
Doesn't
now
mean it's comfy.
you don't like that chair? I played so many hours of video games in that chair. Next time we do this, we'll make you sit in this chair. You'll have the chair right here. I'll sit in that chair. I like that chair.
I like that one.
All right. Now, are we about to switch chairs? Is that what you're asking?
No.
Do you want to switch chairs?
No.
We can switch chairs if you'd
No.
like. Okay, we're not switching chairs, guys. So next, going on to the NBA protest, I think it's great that the NBA is, because some people are like, "Oh, you guys are gonna lose money." Yada yada. They realize it's fine to lose money and stand for a true cause and something that the league believes in and what their players believe in, because the NBA is a player-driven league, and the fact that they are willing to take the loss to help build for something, not just longevity and change. It's just, you know what I mean? It's just like they're doing something good. It's just super cool and great to see organization teaming up with their players and standing for something that they believe in.
Yeah, I mean, I know some like baseball teams have done it as well. Like the Rockies didn't play against the Diamondbacks. I don't know about other ones, but I saw that one. So
You did? I didn't know that was a thing.
yeah, they're doing it for the social injustice, is what their statement said.
The social injustice.
Yeah, well, at least the Rockies statement.
The Rockies. I did see the Milwaukee Bucks statement that, which is how this all came about to be for me. Finding out about it is how the Milwaukee Bucks came and announced it. But can we talk about I want Dr. Pepper? Oh, damn, my phone dropped. Oh, so much shit just fell. But no, what I did, I don't know, it's just crazy because like you see an organization like the NFL who, I don't know, they've now came out. Let's get that on camera. I got that microphone right next to it. You guys heard that?
ASMR.
ASMR of popping Dr. Peppers open. You see the NFL and they're like now slowly trying to seem less conservative and more progressive and more. But it's kind of bullshit because, like look at Colin Kaepernick, like blackballed or blacklisted.
Yeah, blacklisted.
That's wild. He almost became a Denver Broncos. Did you know that?
I did not. I don't really follow the Broncos too much. I don't really care about them.
Yeah, Nikki's from Colorado. If anyone's from Colorado, shout out Highlands Ranch.
No.
Valor High School. No.
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 Do not shout them out.
But yeah, no. Little Rocky girl.
I do like the Rockies.
Tell us about yourself, Nikki.
I hate that question because what do you want to know about me?
So, what do you think of your first adult video?
I look great in it. Other dude, not so much.
Thanks for sharing.
Totally kidding. I've never done that.
I've never done porn. I have never done porn.
I'm putting that out for the world. I have not done that.
Won't even say it. You'll never find a clip of Nikki saying porn. It's just that. She's never done that. You're fucked because she's never done that.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know. Anal, but
No.
So, what's the next topic on our list, bitch?
Okay. The next topic is Love Island, Australia.
So, I think I'm going to let Nikki go ahead and explain what is a Love Australia.
Love Island, Australia. Well, obviously they're Australians. It's like how many guys and girls? I don't know. It's a bunch of guys.
They're
and
going to add
girls.
more. You know that, right? We just started.
Yeah, I know. So
There's
it's a bunch
American
of like guys
version.
and girls that go on an island and like kind of try to find love. Like they're like coupled up together. Like
I think it's more reality TV. Everyone
Yeah,
knows what it is.
I know. Like I don't know.
It's based off the UK version.
Yeah, I haven't seen the UK version. I saw the like premiere or whatever of the US one with you.
Yeah.
2 nights ago?
2 nights ago, my roommates, which are guys, which is like kind of like I haven't questioned it, but the more I think about it, should I be questioning it?
Your roommates are the ones who got me to start watching it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
I'm over
funny.
here like looking at my like decibels. I'm like, am I speaking too loud? You're not speaking loud enough, Nikki.
Am I? Am I not?
Well, now you are, but like earlier. I'm just kidding. I can like, it does not give a flying fuck. I will mix and master all of this perfectly.
Amazing.
No, so Love Island in Australia, there's some interesting cats. Obviously, we are just on season 1. There is I think there's 2 seasons of Love Australia. I don't care for the Love Island UK because my friends said even though it's the original ones, it's just they're not attractive and it's just like not as good. I personally, and I saw Love Island the American version, not so good. I think Love Island Australia, I don't know what about it. Maybe it's their accents. Maybe it's just that we're like...
Yeah, I like the Australian one. I mean, more than the American one, at least from like the first episode that we saw.
Yo, I swear the fake tits in Australia were different than fake tits in fucking American. I'm telling you, like, did you notice that?
No, I didn't. I wasn't like necessarily like staring at their boobs.
Okay. But
I'm
we
sorry.
make the same thing for you saying something about the guys.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? My point right there?
Yeah.
That's a reasonable point. If you said, did you notice that about the guys? I'd be like, no, Nikki, I don't look at men like that.
Yeah. Okay, I get it.
You don't look at women like, you know what I mean? Like,
I get it.
But I was going to say is like, or the 2 bitches who had, like, unless the 2 bitches went to the same plastic surgeons, their boobs looked identical. Like, identical.
I mean, I guess it's just like the way that like it's taught. I don't know.
Maybe it's taught.
I mean, you go to school for that stuff. You're taught how to do that.
I didn't even think about it. You think they like practice giving boob jobs?
Yeah. You think they just fucking like go in? Like first timers. Oh, this is my first day as being a plastic surgeon, and I'm just gonna give you these fake tits. Hope it goes well. Hope it looks good. Hope one's not lopsided. No, they practice.
What's your biggest fear when it comes to getting plastic surgery? Because
that it's not gonna be like the right stuff. Like it's not gonna be like.
Oh, Nikki's read too many horror stories.
Yeah. And also just that like it'll like permanently damage and like I can't like go back and like it'll be bad and like I'll hate it and then I'll hate myself even more because if I'm getting plastic surgery, it's like I'm going there because I hate something about myself to fix it. Like that's why I would get it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
that was like really good. That was like a really good reasoning. Like I was just like amazed that like you think like because like you've said it before.
You're like shocked that I had a good answer.
Yeah, I didn't expect like to be that thorough.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. That's like better than I expected. It's just that like, how do you make sure? Do you like Google reviews, like Yelp? Do you Yelp plastic surgeons?
I don't know because I don't. I mean, I think yeah.
Do you see someone's tits like in person? Because I know girls
see their work. Like they post their work that
they post
do,
pictures of
and,
tits
like, yeah.
on plastic surgeons, so I can go watch porn on plastic surgeons' websites.
No, it's not like that. And also,
I'm not saying for me. I'm giving ideas for other people who need.
Yeah, there's plenty of regular porn sites. You don't need to go to try to like get like breast augmentations for your porn supply.
What happens if you have parent control on your like? Hey,
All right. If you have parental controls, you're not old enough to be listening to this.
you could be in class on the school Wi-Fi, trying to jerk one in a urinal.
All right. I just like want to move on.
We're just leaving that discussion on the table. But essentially, Love Island Australia is where it starts off with 5 and 5, 5 girls, 5 boys, then they add a person or 2 people, and they drop one at the end of the week. It's interesting. Very interesting.
We haven't even had one person dropped yet.
Well, at the end of this fucking episode, they will be.
Yeah. Well.
Could I have the Mike Julowski? Jewel. This is brought to you by Jewel.
Give me the jewel.
Give me the Jewel. Time to get your nick in. Brought to you by us. Time to get your nick. I feel like this looks cool. I just need to get rid of this bad boy and put it up. You want this sign, Nikki? You want a sign?
No.
You don't want a sign? You're not a sign girl? God fucking damn. I'm just kidding. That was actually a good toss.
Thank you. I know.
I'm not gonna lie. You look really good at this, Nikki. Like that camera has really good definition in it.
Thank you.
I did get like 2 of the bitches. Cause I'm like surprised by the.
It's already 7:06. Sorry, I like didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're fine. So what's the next subject we got on the list?
Back on campus.
So, being back on campus is interesting enough due to the fact that we literally are. How do you put it? So, every single day that you do need to go on campus, we have this app called CV Key Pass. Essentially, we have to do a little symptom checker. We all had to get COVID tested before school started, or we're supposed to. So they didn't really enforce it. There's like no way to enforce it, I feel
Yeah,
like.
I mean, they just have like your name recorded, I feel like, because we wrote down our names on like the tubes and stuff. But they gave us that whole like QR code and like gave us like reserved times, but yours was like
We just
a day early.
Yeah, I didn't even go on my reserve time. I just went at the same time she did, and we just both went. They didn't even like. It was so unofficial. I just
Literally.
literally spat in a tube, and then basically, I had no idea that. So it's weird because when I have classes like hybrid, like I go 1 day a week, and so does she, and she also has a class that alternate weeks. And the weird part is that the fact that I don't even know how to put this is that like you scan your thing. I have no idea why we're scanning. They haven't given an explanation why we scan. It doesn't record attendance. I guess it just records if you go in the building. Then you go sit down, and in all the classes I've had, all the seats are color coded. So there's like you're not allowed to sit in the ones that are red. You have to sit in all the green seats.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, especially like in lecture halls, like it wasn't as weird like in my like discussion section, just because I was like a small classroom. But like today, like in like the big like lecture hall, it was really weird.
Yeah, my first class, I walked in. I came 30 minutes early. I sat down in some religion class that I guess was using the class before me. The teacher looks at me. He's like, "What are you doing?" Or like, "What class are you here for?" I'm like, I don't even know what he said. I'm like, I'm here for class. And he's like, "Okay." He's like, "What class?" I'm like, "Journalism 300." He's like, "Yeah, that's not for like another 30 minutes." I'm like, "You can sit here or sit in the hallway." I'm like, all right, I'm already seated, so I'm like, I'm gonna stay seated. Then I pull my laptop.
I'm gonna stay seated. I like how that was your first like option. Like instead of leave, you want to sit in another class.
I know. And I pull my laptop out. 3%, bro. Fuck me. I just got up and I just left. I was so defeated because they started talking about like bullshit. Like I don't even know. Old man too, like senile sounding. So I had to leave. Also, so shocked someone called CSU Pueblo University of Southern Colorado.
Yeah, that was weird. I don't know. I just like hadn't heard that. Like people either say Pueblo or just CSU
Pretty good
Pueblo.
school.
Do you hear a lot of people about going to CSU Pueblo?
No, there's 98% acceptance rate.
Yeah, it's
Hey.
fine. It's a school. Like I mean,
I don't understand.
This
Like, does it
kid-
matter where you get a degree from besides
not
Ivy
really.
Leagues? Huh?
Not really.
The degree is a degree.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like that school, like it has sports and stuff. Like one of my friends, or kind of friends, he like got a scholarship to like play lacrosse there. I don't think he does it anymore.
Does he go there?
He hated it.
Oh.
So no.
Yeah, no, but it's just weird because right now there's like especially like I'm on Reddit a lot. I follow the Reddit like Lawrence area, so they're just like talking, just shitting on the students being back, and you just see it all over like CNN. And it's not I don't watch the news because fuck the news, but like social media clippings and shit like that from CNN and Fox News, you see them all just like first off ripping on students for like partying and like spreading coronavirus when all these colleges are having that didn't decide to go online or having their kids back on campus, and it's clearly for one reason only, so they can get those tuition checks, cash them, then go, sorry, it looks like that we couldn't contain the spread of corona and all that stuff. We're gonna have to go back online. Sorry. And also we're not reducing tuition because we were anticipating in person, so you were gonna get in person classes. So
Exactly.
it's kind of a fuck situation. And they're also like they're using the Greek system as scapegoats, which is gonna be a topic that we were gonna talk about, is how they're vilifying Greek life as to like it's not just Greek life having parties, it's everyone.
No, seriously, I mean, I don't think like I think that like they were mainly vilified because when that happened, it was like I mean, at least like rush week for sororities was happening, and like they all move in like the week before, to the houses. So like,
yeah,
obviously they're all gonna go get tested once they move in because we had to, and like they're obviously gonna be together because we've all been in quarantine for 5 months. Like, do you really expect people who live in like a fraternity or a sorority house to not?
No, not
Like
at all.
go outside on like their lawns and stuff, and like I don't know. I think
it's
like
just preposterous to think that.
yeah, like it's just weird, and it's weird to think that like the dorms wouldn't have just as much of a.
The dorms is probably so much worse.
Exactly, like it's gonna like go up. So like the rates are gonna go up higher. I truly think so.
I
and,
sure
like,
think so.
I don't know. I think that like they should also be focused on just as much like the people who aren't involved in that. I mean, like your neighbors, like.
Yeah, my neighbors.
I mean,
have had
everyone.
parties and shit. There's been that shit that was on social media that was like, Pi Psi out here was like, yeah, a couple people tested positive, but the pregame will go on. So come at your own risk. Like, are you fucking retarded?
Yeah, seriously.
Like, that's so stupid. Like, I get like.
I know, and people probably still went.
Oh,
like,
100%. People
that's
probably
why
still
they
went.
posted that.
Yeah. My biggest fear is I think I already had coronavirus, and I'm very thankful if I already did, because then I wouldn't have to have, like, obviously worry about getting it. It's just like, fuck, man. Like, if I have to, like, get it, because I think you got it in July. I'm going to be quite frank.
In July, really?
You were sick as a dog for 4
Oh, no, but
days.
I got tested for it then.
Yeah, they're not 100% accurate. There's no 100% accurate test.
That's true.
I mean, you said you've never felt that sick before.
That's true. I don't know. I mean, maybe, probably. I did work at a water park.
You worked at a water park. 100% you probably got it, Nikki. You got it while you're
Kids
working.
are fucking nasty, so.
I really hope I got it.
I hope I got it.
I hope I had it so I don't have to get it. Like, I don't want to live in college. Like, give me an antibodies test for free.
For real?
And I'm still hungry.
Me too. I don't know what's wrong with me.
We got fucking tapeworms. Just eating all our fucking food, Nikki. We just ate Panera. I got this, like...
Yeah, no, like, why am I so hungry? Like, I literally just had half a sandwich.
That
and
was, like,
soup.
the biggest ripoff for $21.
Yeah.
I could have gotten something so much better for
I
20.
feel like when they give you to go, they give you like half as much.
Always. But like,
I don't know.
I could go gangbang some turtles right now. Like, that makes no sense.
Quote of the year from Sierra. I could go. I could go gangbang some turtles.
I don't know what that would
What
have
were
been.
you trying to say?
I don't know. I wanted to gangbang some food. I don't know where I'd be. It wasn't gonna be
What
turtle.
did the turtles do to you?
Nothing to be gangbangs. What is if I just go out there and there's some like fake tits and like butt implanted turtles just fucking the lawns with G-strings. That's just
I'm just concerned.
dude, holy fuck. I don't know where I was going with that. Did we go everything on our list?
Yeah.
Wow. Good shit, Nick.
Yeah, I
Good
would
shit.
say so.
I would say
I feel like I'm like in a haze today. Like I feel like nothing is real.
I feel like I got baked as I recorded this. With baked
Me
dirt.
too, but we literally didn't. We ate.
We ate and didn't even smoke. I feel like retarded.
I know, me too. I feel
Okay,
like
let me take the back. We're not allowed to say R word. I feel stupid.
I feel like I have a smooth brain.
While we're talking about coronavirus, I was just sitting here. I'm like, I obviously am not sick and don't have coronavirus, but like, what if I'm like slowly just getting it right now and like I'm feeling it?
You're like, this is the fatigue they talk about.
Yeah, this is the fatigue. I'm fatigued. I'm teagued. I don't even know what teagued meant. You know, we're gonna have to drive in 2 cars to your place. Just think about that.
It's like a 7-minute drive.
Fuck you.
I just want to like eat this.
Huh?
Do you ever like get that urge?
No, I never get an urge to eat my microphone. Does it look that good to you?
No.
Is yours still deformed or did it get undeformed?
Still pretty uniformed.
I have nothing else to talk
Me
about.
neither.
All right. We made it about 30 minutes deep.
Did we?
Yeah. I hope you guys do have a great day. This was the Car Bombs and Beer Bongs. In case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
And good morning.
No. Fuck you.